I'm a 24-year member of the club, but my title for a long time has been chairman of the Adult Sailing Committee, and which means I basically am responsible for the adult training programs and developing them, and I'm also a US Sailing certified instructor. That's something I've done since I joined the club, and it gives me, it brings the club's level of teaching to a more professional level and a higher level of acceptance and recognition. We have actually 5 different adult programs. The most basic Learn to Sail program is taught on the very popular Sunfish, which is the most popular one-person boat ever built in America. There's been over 1 million of them built by the year 2000. And it's a one-person, one adult boat, and it's a very, very, very basic sailing boat. It is not forgiving. It is a boat that you really learn to sail well. Experienced sailors will think that they can take this boat out and often can't even get it off the dock. It doesn't have an engine. It has one basic sail, a rudder and a tiller. It has nothing to do with macho or strength. It all has to do with balance and finesse. Our second level of sailing is the basic keel boat. The Sunfish only weighs 135 pounds. It easily capsizes, but the keel boat the definition of keel boat means that it has a fixed keel and that it has mass. It has ballast. And usually almost half the weight of the boat is under the water, which gives the boat stability. So the keel provides stability, and it keeps the boat from slipping sideways. The technical term for that is it provides lateral resistance. But we teach on that, and we also teach that course as a Learn to Sail course. Some people don't want to start on little small boats, and some people aren't agile enough to sail small boats, but they can certainly learn to sail the larger boats. The larger boats have more mechanical advantages on them. However, the boat that we teach on here for the US Sailing basic keelboat course is just that. That means that it's 17 to 27 feet. It has a fixed keel that's ballasted, and it steers by rudder and does not have and the person must learn how to operate it without an engine. They must be able to sail out of this rather busy harbor and sail back into it to either a mooring or into the dock. And a 3,000-pound boat doesn't have brakes, so it's learning how the boat glides. The principle of sailing is the same whether it's a small boat or a large boat. But with the big boat, the handling as far as the weight and the glide of the boat and all that is totally different. And even a 23-foot boat, which is what we use, has the same sailing characteristics as a 50-foot keel boat. So transitioning up to a larger boat from a smaller keel boat is fairly easy, much easier than transitioning from a small dinghy like a Sunfish to a keel boat. That's not as easy, or vice versa, going the other way. We also offer a basic keelboat certification. That is, if once you've taken that course, if you want to be tested and certified, we can do that here through US Sailing. We have other U.S. Sailing instructors. We have one person who is certified himself as an instructor to be able to certify others. And when they get that, it means they get something that looks kind of like a passport, and they can go to places all over the world and use that as their sailing resume when they walk in to rent a boat. It also would provide that a person who has a boat would be able to get better insurance rates and all that they had completed this kind of course and understood the pure basics of sailing. So there's the small boat, then the keel boat, and then the keel boat certification. That's separate because the testing is separate from the class. It's a separate class. Then we offer, once a month, we have a really fun sort of rendezvous of small boats, not just our Sunfish, although it's intended for them. We take our Sunfish and as many students as we have boats, and we invite other members of the club who have their own small boats, and we sail off to a sandbar 2 or 3 miles away and have lunch on the sandbar and socialize, and then we set up a little race course for racing back. And it's kind of an all-day thing, and it helps people who have just taken the course understand that there's more to sailing than just sailing around a triangle or an oval or whatever. So, and it's a lot of fun. It's just really a lot of fun, a lot of camaraderie, and it's very colorful, all the sails, and then the racing part. They always all do it, and it's not that we're trying to create competition among sailors. We use racing as a way to measure our progress in learning. How do we get the most out of our boat? Kind of like measuring yourself against par when you're playing golf, okay? And here, when you're racing, being able to sail the course in less time, and being able to try to, when you see other people who are sailing faster and better than you, learning from observing what's going on in front of you. And then finally, we have a weekly clinic that started out over a year ago. It's strictly for ladies. Occasionally we'll have a couple of guys that'll come and sail, but it's an afternoon during the summer clinic. We usually have from 4 to 10 ladies who come, and we have a little learning session. Then we go out in the water and we practice and we race. And we sail together. It's a lot of fun. We had one this afternoon. During the wintertime, because of the limited daylight, we have that from 9 to 1 on Thursday mornings. So in all, there are your 5 programs.